Oh, good morning. As you can see, we are done with the van for now, I suppose. Got everything put back together. All the electrical wired up, or everything I'm going to do. Tell you what I did do, though. Button everything up. Got the walls covered back up there behind you. And, man, I was proud of myself. Everything went smooth for the most part. Everything's fused. It ought to be safe. Then I was sitting in the house last night thinking I was going to move my diesel heater controller. The controller is still mounted on the diesel heater down there. I was going to extend the wires and mount them over here on this wall. Somewhere in there. Yeah, right over there. Anyway, I didn't do that. I forgot all about it till last night. So, got up this morning and I thought I need to do a video, a real video, not just van upgrades and all that. So, my intentions are, I struck out from the house this morning and figured I'd do a little bit of rabbit hunting. And if everything goes our way, we might do a catch and cook or a shoot and cook. You know, I ain't gonna catch one. I probably could if I had some snares with me. I have some at home. Well, I got snare wire and swivels and stuff. But today, I know you're always hearing me complain when I'm hunting with a 22 and I see rabbits and I can't never hit them. Well, today I happen to think I got better stuff to rabbit hunt with. This is a 20 gauge. It's they call it a coach gun, but one barrel's improved cylinder and the other one is modified. And I'm going to be hunting in some pretty thick brush. So this is easy to swing, you know, easy to point and pattern about right for rabbit hunting. So we're going to go give it a shot, folks. I'll get back. Well, look at there. Had a cockleburr I brought back with me from the last trip. I did go rabbit hunting the other day and had malfunctions on the shotgun I was using after, it was 16 degrees. And I have my old double barrel 20 gauge. It's a Stevens from early 1960s. And first shot went great, got the rabbit. Missed the second one. After that, all I could do was point at them. There was enough old grease and gun oil built up in the safety that it froze up. I mean, I couldn't get it all safe. I could just point at rabbits. So we're going to give it a shot this morning. I'll see y'all in just a little bit. Maybe I won't. Why won't this cut off? Somebody help me, please. It ain't shutting off. What in the heck? All right, guys. I have seen exactly one rabbit. Took a pot shot at it, and no luck, which I knew when I pulled the trigger I missed that one. This is an old bridge. It's on a state park here where I live. It's, well, really, it's only about, I don't know, 3 miles from the house. But this is on a hiking trail. But it's pretty cool. Don't know who originally built the bridge or anything like that. I think all this land was taken over in the 70s by the state. There is a lake here, and we'll probably go down there and either fix us some breakfast or at least some hot chocolate and figure out a game plan from there. But the stuff I've been wading through looked about like that till I got out to the trail. If I'd have saw a rabbit, I couldn't have got my gun up. Well, the one I did see, I don't know. I think I was sleeping when he jumped up. But anyway, I'll get back with you when we do something different. All right, we are done rabbit hunting. Like I said, I missed that one, and that was the end of it. On the way in here, I did stop and talk to a DNR officer with the fisheries department. He was over checking a retention pond that they built here back in the summer, I guess. They built 2 or 3 of them out here around this lake. It's part of a watershed project. And talked to him for about 30 minutes. He was an interesting guy. Of course, there's not any water in, or not enough water in them now to put any fish, but eventually they are going to stock them. So if you know where they're at, a couple of years might be a good time to hit it. And as you can see, it is cloudy or foggy, and I think you can see the sun back there somewhere. Not sure if you can see it or not. Let's see. Yeah, that's it, hidden behind the fog. But there is sun, if that's what excites you. It would excite me right now. I don't know how thick the ice is here. I do know back over the weekend, you couldn't find a place to park. There was ice fishermen everywhere, and I can see they've drilled holes around here. But it's been kind of warm the last few days. I mean, I would think it's safe, but I'm about half chicken when it comes to ice. But I do like ice fishing. But I don't believe I'm going to give this a shot. I think what we're going to do is find us a spot, hunker down, make some lunch, and see what happens from there. Hang on, it could get exciting any minute now. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We have made it to the river. I'm in a county park. The campsites up there are closed for the winter. We're down by the boat ramp. This is a primitive campsite. It doesn't say no camping when the park is closed, but I'm fairly certain if they came around, they would run me off. But I don't know. We're going to build us a fire and get warm anyway. Then probably fix something to eat. I got something I want to show you. A subscriber, fellow YouTuber, Gary at Jailbait and Tackle, sent me a package, and it came in the mail this morning. So I'm going to put it to good use quick. So let me stir around here and get a fire going. Then I'll break out the gift he sent me, and we'll do some lunch. All right, folks, let's see if we can make some kind of feeble attempt at a fire here. Oh, man. Maybe I got something to make a fire with. Well, shoot. Apparently my ferro rod's not in here. There it is. Ha ha. Woe ye of little faith. Or something like that. And this wood I've got, I'm not real sure about it. I mean, might be wet, might not be. Chances are it is. Yeah, this might be a challenge, my man. We'll see what we can do. Hope it goes. Oh, collapsed the whole operation. All right, guys. Maybe it's going to go. I'll get back with you when we get a roaring fire. All right, guys, let me show you what we got here. Like I said, this is from Gary at Jailbait and Tackle on YouTube. Get a chance, go to his channel. I'll put a link in the description. And check out his channel. Hit like, subscribe, all the things YouTube wants you to do. I guess I could have read the box. It is a smoky camping non-stick mess kit. And it is a 10-piece. All right, the other day I spoke too soon. I had got a package in the mail, and I thought it was from Gary. It's actually from Kevin. And Kevin, I want to thank you, and I will show what you sent me here in just a little bit. You are not going to believe this, folks. It comes in a handy mesh carrying bag, and I'm not going to need that box. I can probably put that in the fire. 1 lid, 2 lids, 3 lids. Then you have your kettle. You have your pot. You have your another pot. And I am dumping black stuff out of something. Anyway, and then you have your skillet. Perfect. I'm getting ready to put this and this to good use. But let me show you the rest of the story. Inside the kettle here, there is a stove. And not just any stove. Let me show you this bad boy. I am the world's worst about being out about half of every fuel I need. Well, this is probably going to solve that problem. Well, if I'm smart enough to work it. Just fold the little legs out. Then fold these legs out. And hook up your fuel. And this hooks straight to this little jewel right here, or this big one. But there's more. Let me make sure that is off. It is. If you look inside here, there's 2 adapters. This adapter, you can run it off of the, like the aerosol looking cans of butane. And this adapter, you can run it off your 1-pound propane tanks. So, you got 3 choices of fuel. You can either use these like I use with my backpack stove. You can use the aerosol can looking things of butane, or you can use the 1-pound LP. So, what we're going to do, just because, you can't have something without trying it, right? Well, it's not all we're going to do, but the first thing we're going to do is make us some hot chocolate. I believe. Now, let me see if I'm smart enough to operate this unit. Fairly certain I can work through it. And it does have an igniter on it. Oh, hang on. Let me adjust this igniter just a little bit. I think what I've actually done is bent it when I was opening those legs. I'm not sure I'm getting anywhere. I know it works because I saw it sparking earlier. That's right. I've already taken it out of the box, folks. I don't know that I'm really the right genius to be working on this or not, but can't hurt, right? Tell me it can't hurt. Please tell me it can't hurt. I'm not doing any good here. That stainless is tough, folks. I think it'll work, though. Oh, I'm sure it'll work. Now, got this little spout on there, a little rubber cap. I don't know if that needs to stay on there or not. I'm going to take it off just for the heck of it. All right. We are boiling water, people. And everybody knows we like to sit around and watch water boil. Can't stand to leave any in the package. Hurts my heart. All right, guys, there it is. They call it a 10-piece set. You figure you got the stove, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 10 pieces. All right. We're going to get this hot chocolate fixed up. We about got a fire going, or we're about to let it go out. So let me get my hot chocolate done, then I'm going to start on some lunch. All right, guys, we are going to whoop us up a grilled cheese. And to go with it, I've got some Cheetos Flamin' Hot flavored minis. I guess I'm eating Flamin' Hot because I watch too much Never Lost Outdoors or Crazy Quady or one of them. They're both all the time eating something so hot I couldn't stand it. Even though I love hot sauce and everything else, but some of the stuff them guys eat, I don't believe I could hang with it. Might just be me, but I don't know. Turn that down a little bit. Because I tell you what, folks, it didn't take but a minute to boil that water for the hot chocolate earlier. And while I was in there looking for my spatula, which I never did get, I found this folding silverware that Flat Broke Outdoors had got. And I thought, you know what? I don't know. I've shown it before, I think. But there's 2 sporks, 2 forks, and 2 spoons in there. So, I know I don't want to, probably could have picked a leveler picnic table. I'm burning that butter already. But I got to try to see if I can store this. Oh yeah, you can turn this way down. It's really adjustable. That's good. Uh, if I can get this stuff to store inside here with everything else in it, we are going to be in business, folks. And I believe it will, actually. It'll fit right in the top. Oh yeah. Man, who knew? Making sure I didn't turn that off. I may have to turn it back up a little bit. I tell you what, it is great to have a stove that'll turn up and down like that. That little, I bought it at Menards, but it's a little backpacking stove. That thing, it don't turn down that much. Matter of fact, if you're actually trying to do anything besides boil water in it, you got to watch it because it gets carried away quick, and you can't turn it down low enough to do any good. I don't know why I wrapped that up. You know I'm going to have some more on the other side. I ain't thinking today. Oh, yeah. Well, some days it's the simplest of tasks. Come on, get off of there. I know it looks like that skillet's warped, but it's not. I actually didn't get the leg folded out there all the way. The stove's a little crooked because I did not deploy it properly. Tell you what, I'm loving this. Works for me. All right, guys, I'll give you a look at this grilled cheese. I don't think this side's ready. No, I'll give you a look at it, and then I'm gonna get you shut off, finish cooking this, and I'm gonna stand by that fire and eat, folks. All right, see you. Hey, we are back again. It is dark out. I don't know. It's after 6 o'clock anyway. Uh, I did go rabbit hunting again. I got one. Ta-da! Anyway, got it cleaned and in the refrigerator. Now I'm thinking about some supper. Uh, I was gonna make some pizzas on some garlic toast, but I don't know if I feel like digging my oven out or not. I got to get my Coleman oven out of the bottom tote, as a matter of fact, because I've got them stacked wrong. But anyway, uh, give me a little bit here, and I'll figure out what we're gonna do for supper. I am out here where my wife's camper is, and I'm plugged into shore power. I just didn't want to get kicked out of that campground in the middle of the night, or about the time I opened a beer or two, then I'd have to leave, and that wouldn't be good. Uh, so stay tuned, and we'll see what happens for supper anyway. All right, here we go again. It won't shut off. All right, guys, I know you can't see me in the video, but that's not what's important here. What I'm going to do, well, as soon as I find a can opener, I'm going to try to make some pizza sauce. Uh, may or may not work, but I'm fairly certain it'll be good enough for who it's for. That is just a can of tomato sauce. And I've got some Italian seasoning, which you probably can't see that either. Put a little bit of that in there. Yeah, that ought to be enough. And somewhere, then I'm going to put a little garlic salt in it, just because. Can't go wrong with garlic. I've got my Coleman oven heating up over here. And what I'm going to try to do, all right, I'm going to have to move the light real quick. Ooh, you're crooked. Man, y'all need to straighten up. Oh, man. I forgot my onion. Oh, well. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? That was even sillier. I can't see nothing. I'm going to mix this up. And I should have done this earlier and let it set. That way, maybe that garlic seasoning would, I don't know, go through that tomato juice or whatever, permeate through it or something. Then I've got some garlic toast here. Well, I'll wait to put that up. All right. Can you see? Can you see me now? Anyway, we're going to put some sauce on these, which that is probably too much. But, ooh. Then we'll put some of this pizza blend cheese on it. Can't believe I forgot my onions. And my jalapenos. And also had some portobello mushrooms left over from something Sandy did the other night. I didn't even bring any of those. I'm on the ball, people. So, looks like pepperoni and cheese, which is fine with me. But, oh man, the guy that did this on the internet must have been using smaller pepperonis, because he got 3 on his with no problem. Or maybe he had bigger garlic toast. I don't know. Our oven is preheating over here behind us. I don't know. We'll just center them on there. All right, guys, that's what we're going for. I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to get them in the Coleman oven over here. I don't know if you can even see it. Hasn't caught anything on fire yet, so must be working. And we're, I don't know, above 300 anyway. All right, I'll get back with you when we pull them out. Maybe I can get a better shot. All right, there we are. That is our garlic toast pizzas. I believe I could have put a few more pepperonis on there, maybe. All right, guys, I'm going to eat this, and I will see you in the morning. Unless, of course, I have to make 2 more. But anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Trying to video out the van window. I don't know if y'all can see those. It's not going to focus, I don't think. There was another one coming up off the river over there, but I don't see it now. Huh. All right, well, time to make more coffee. Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful morning, except for the one thing. Today is a monumental day in history. I ran out of water before I ran out of beer. Had beer in the cooler, but no water. But luckily, there's some fine people up the hill up here that have a frost-free hydrant in their yard. So I took advantage of it. Now, another thing we're going to do is we are going to, well, I'll use these. My buddy Marie got me a coffee grinder and some coffee beans for Christmas. So we're going to give this a shot. I'm by no means a barista or whatever them coffee making people are. And I'm not sure. Oh, it came with a scoop. I don't know what I'm doing. Barbaric. I don't know. That many ought to do it, I think. She also got me a canister for these coffee beans, but she got more coffee beans than the canister would hold. That is nice. So I had to split them up and fill that up and then put the rest of them in here. And like I say, I don't know for sure what I'm doing. So we'll figure it out together. I know there's people out there that think, well, you ain't a smart man if you don't know how to grind coffee. Well, you ain't lying. I think we're going to put it on fine because I am going to use my little coffee maker here since we've got shore power. See, that's what I like about that thing. It's like set it and forget it. You just select how many cups of coffee you're making, or the amount of beans you put in there. Then what grind you want, hit the button and it shuts off when it's done. So we'll see how this turns out. This thing does have a little brush on it. Just for this. Man, when it says fine grind, that's what you get. I might have had that on, should have put it on medium. I don't know. Like I say, my first go around. Huh. All right, guys, we're going to get this rolling, and I'll get back with you when it's done. We'll give it a taste test. All right, folks, the coffee is done, and got a nice aroma. Got a good flavor. That is good. I think the brand of coffee beans those were like 8 o'clock. Not sure. I'll have to look for them in the store now. But I think it might take a minute to use all these beans up I have. But this is good. And it's also good having shore power. I can use my coffee maker. I can use the grind. I can do all this off my batteries and inverter. Just my electricity doesn't last as long if I do that. So I believe we're going to bring this one to an end, guys. I am going to make me some breakfast, but you don't want to hang around and watch me make instant oatmeal. It's too easy. So there you go. Oh, wait a minute though. Shout out to another one of my viewers, subscribers, or whatever. He also sent in a gift, and this is cool. I don't know that I should read this or not, but it's from Kevin. It says, hello there. You gracefully remind me a lot of my Uncle Willie. Truck bed camping, river fishing, and hunting. Best of all, always a bush beer in one hand and a Camel cigarette in the other. Cheers. Kevin, thank you, man. And you have got to see this. Well, if I can get it out of the bag. I know you're thinking, well, that's the same thing Gary sent in. Well, it's close, but not quite. This has the skillet. And it has 2 pots. And it comes with a little scoop. And I checked it out. What it is, it's a rice scoop. And then it's got 2 of these bowls. And I did go ahead and put some of that silverware in there that I got from Flat Broke Outdoors, that folded, because there was 2 of each in there. But you got the 2 little bowls and the scoop. And you also have a kettle. I know what you're thinking. Well, Butch, what are you going to do with 2 cook sets? Well, I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I have 2 totes in my in my garage now, I think. But one of them has tent camping stuff in it. The other one has pickup bed camping stuff in it. So I'm going to put one set in the tote with my tent stuff. With the, if you'll remember, the one Gary sent had a stove with it. Well, this one didn't, but as luck would have it, I have a stove right here in this bag. So I can put one set in my tent camping stuff and the other set in my truck camping stuff. And I'll have a stove in each one. Everything will be right there. Silverware, stove, everything. So, Kevin, I appreciate it, man. And while I got that kettle out, I think I'll go ahead and use it to boil my water for my instant oatmeal, since that's the breakfast of choice this morning. Well, in the interest of being lazy. So, all right. I will see you guys on the next one. I appreciate the subscribers sending the stuff in, because it is all much needed. And as always, hit that like button, subscribe button, leave a comment. The comments really help. Negative, positive, it doesn't matter. You ain't going to hurt my feelings, but I do take constructive criticism well. So, good seeing you guys.